Hello, Black people. Are you ready to build some wealth? Let's go. You are enrolled in my spring 2026 semester of Hill-Mintock University, and this is Wealth 101. I'm Professor E, your wealth guru, here to teach everyday Black people how to build generational wealth. Now, they shadow banned me last week because ain't no way I went from 140,000 views to 320. So make sure you like and comment and save and share and all this so my content stays in your algorithm. Now, did you do your homework from earlier in the week? Did you? Don't make me get my belt. If not, go back, watch my very last video, watch that video, follow the instructions, and do your homework. And so today's topic, John Hope Bryant, who I love dearly, once said that if you hang around 9 broke people, you are likely going to be the 10th. That hit home to me. Now, before anyone gets offended, I'm not talking about bank account shaming anyone. I'm talking about changing your mindset. I'm talking about your habits. I'm talking about your standards. I'm talking about your proximity to wealth, because wealth is contagious, but so is poverty. You cannot build generational wealth with a broke mindset, and a broke mindset is not about income. I know people who make $250,000, $350,000, whatever a year, but they're spiritually and financially broke. And I also know people who are making $40,000 and $50,000 a year, but they're building assets and investing monthly and are thinking 3 generations ahead. I sacrificed for my business for a period of time, maybe 10 years. I made like $60,000 a year before taxes. But guess what I did every month? I paid my life insurance policies. I paid into my brokerage accounts every month before I paid anything else. And the question is not how much your friends make. The question is, how do your friends think? We talked about the spouses. Now I'm talking about your friends. Do they talk about your investments or just vacations? Do they discuss ownership or talk about outfits? Are they strategizing about business or are they just gossiping about people? Do they send you stock tips or just some brunch invitations? So show me your circle and I will show you your financial future. If everyone around you leases cars, lives for Friday and Saturday night, maxes out credit cards and laughs about investing, you will normalize that behavior. You will feel comfortable there and you won't be challenged. But if you sit at tables where people are maximizing their 401k, maximizing their Roth IRA, buying rental properties, starting LLCs, negotiating salaries, reading books instead of watching TV and talking about exit strategies, oh baby, you will stretch. And stretching is a little uncomfortable, but sometimes we stay in broke circles because it just feels easy. It feels safe. Nobody pressures you to level up. Nobody asks you what your 5-year net worth goal is. Nobody challenges your spending and nobody holds you accountable. But hear me clearly. Generational wealth requires generational wealth thinking, and generational wealth thinking requires a different environment. You cannot plant yourself in sand and expect to grow like you are in fertile soil. Your circle will either fertilize your future or they're going to suffocate it. Now, let me be clear. I'm not telling you to abandon your friends and family. It does not mean you become arrogant. It means you become intentional. And ladies, we want that man to be intentional about us. So we got to get intentional about our financial freedom. You can love people, but still outgrow their financial habits. Not just your spouse. I'm talking about your circle. You can stay humble and still upgrade your proximity to wealth. You can serve your community and still require excellence in your circle. Because here's what wealthy people understand and what they know. Information changes income. You are getting some information right now. Your conversations will need to change because conversations change confidence. The more you have these conversations, the more confident you will be about building wealth. Proximity to wealth changes possibilities. And if no one in your circle owns stock, you will think investing is risky. If no one in your circle owns property, you think renting is normal. Okay? If no one in your circle builds businesses, you will think a paycheck is the ceiling. But when you see it up close, it becomes real. We want our kids to see up close and personal these people who are succeeding. Why do we want to do that for ourselves? When your friend says, I just bought my 3rd rental property, you should start asking questions. When your friend says, I increased my net worth by blah, 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 this year alone, you should start thinking bigger. That's what I did. I saw people that were making less than me leveling up, and I said, I got to do different. When your friend says, I'm setting up trust for my kids, you realize wealth is not about you. It's about legacy. If you hang around 9 disciplined investors, you will be the 10th. If you hang around 9 homeowners, you will be the 10th. If you hang around 9 entrepreneurs, you will be the 10th because energy transfers, standards transfer, results transfer. So here is your assignment. Do your homework now. I need you to audit your circle. That's right. Audit that circle. Who in your circle challenges you financially? Who in your circle talks about assets? Who in your circle models discipline? And who is ahead of you and is willing to pull you forward? And if the answer is no one, then it's time to find some new people for your circle. Join some wealth building communities, attend some conferences. I'm not saying go out and spend a whole bunch of money doing this. It's a lot of free stuff out there. I want you to network with high achievers and masterminds and read what wealthy people read. Listen to what disciplined people listen to. Every morning when I'm on the treadmill, I listen to corporate director podcasts and finance related podcasts. Forget the music. I'm filling my mind with knowledge. You do not become wealthy by accident. You become wealthy by alignment. Alignment with discipline, alignment with ownership, alignment with vision, and alignment with people who expect more. Because one day your children and grandchildren will live off the decisions you are making right now. I don't know about you, but that's intoxicating to me. And they do not need you to be popular. They need you to be strategic. If you hang around 9 broke people, you will be the 10th. But if you intentionally build a circle of thinkers, a circle of builders, a circle of investors, your legacy will be created. You will not just be the 10th wealthy person. You will be the person who changed their family's financial story forever. Ain't that why we're here? We are changing the narrative, people, and that is the real goal. So today's homework, you got your pen and paper? Today's homework assignment is for you to find 2 podcasts that talk about building wealth and listen to both of those podcasts within the next 2 days. Listen to several episodes if you can. If you don't like them, find 2 more podcasts. You got to change your mindset. Now, that's your Wealth 101 class for today. I will see you next time.